I'm in a tunnel, foot on the gas. I see these demons, hoping I crash. All that I wanted, like the last laugh. Gotta move fast, get to the bag. I saw the signs for so long, just a reminder to hold on. Ain't gonna cry or go home, stay strong, yeah. Walls keep closing in, I keep going in. See that I'm gonna be the first, but they praying that I won't let. And you know that I get better when I wanna get better.
On my grind, it's 24/7, I don't settle. I demand my respect, cause they'll finesse you if you let them. Told myself I was the champion, went and got the medals. I showed the world my true colors and they was black and yellow. I let the past be the past, I'm on a new level. It's hard to pick which car to drive, I got a few of them. The first to make it cross the line like a true winner. Cause if you knew better, then you do better. Yeah. Better when I wanna get better.
Chosen one, born to shine. I can't stop, one more try. I know that it's my time.
Let the past be the past, I'm on a new level.
No regrets, born to shine. I can't stop, one more try. I know that I'll be fine.
Yeah.
And you
Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. If I got to bring it to you cowards, then it's gonna be quick. Alright, all your men that been to jail before? Whoa. And all them other cats you run with, get done with, dumb quick. You gon' approach the dog with some bumps. Alright, they go to click 911. On all over some dump. Ain't that something? It's the mommy of club. 'Cause every time you come around, it's like, you think you talking true, but I'm not him, right, Slim? So watch what you do, or you gon' find yourself next to someone else. And we all thought you loved yourself, but that couldn't have been the issue. Or maybe they just saying that now 'cause they miss you.
It's known as one of the loudest stadiums in sports for a reason. And it'll only get louder as the collective 12th man starts cheering for their Seahawks. Welcome to Lumen Field in Seattle. Tonight's a pair of NFC foes squaring off. It's the Detroit Lions and the Seattle Seahawks. Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And away we go from Lumen Field. Has this at the 6. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And bringing them out, one of the league's best stories from last season, wasn't he? A former number 3 overall pick, coming off that career-defining year, Sam Darnold.
If we had asked Sam Darnold, coming out of USC as the 3rd overall pick in the draft, to write the story of his career, I don't think he would have written some of these chapters. But in the end, it makes you tougher. It makes you grittier. And playing quarterback in the NFL is a lot about that. Your ability to just withstand adversity and to continue to get up time after time after time. And Sam Darnold has shown that kind of perseverance.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Darnold now to throw. Getting out to his left. Taking off with it again. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. That play good for 17 and a first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Play fake, Darnold. His first throw is an interception. Kirby Joseph picks it. And the Lions take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. Well, we all know this is a player who's proven that he can weather an early setback and soldier on. It's going to be tested again after his first series ends in an interception.
Yeah, that's right, Kate. You don't get mentioned as one of the league's better passers if you can't shake off an early turnover. Now, his defense got to pick him up.
So now it's the Lions' turn to head out for the first time on offense. Leading them out, got his first MVP votes after a career-best season last year. Now reached a decade in this league. It's Jared Goff.
The legend of this guy just grows year by year in the Motor City. The best individual season of his career, leading these Lions to a franchise record 15 wins. Now they just got to get to the ultimate goal, the Super Bowl.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 45-yard.
Looking to throw, Goff. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down. First give on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. So he puts together a nice little 8-yard gain, but it's not enough. They've got 4th down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
On comes Jack Fox to handle the 4th down punt for the Lions. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. So Seattle retakes the field for their 2nd series. And as they take the field, Brock, they got to be thankful that interception didn't cost them. Still scoreless here.
I like how you say they. I think the quarterback in particular,
Yep.
right, loves a chance to have in golf a breakfast ball or a mulligan, another opportunity to flush that first drive away.
1st and 10, Darnold. Look at that power, deep left side. They connect on the deep shot.
this skill, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right back.
Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Jason Myers, the kickoff for Seattle.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. Detroit getting its offense set for their second drive. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Gibbs. He's going to be stopped right around the 37. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
13 yards on the play. That's good. We're on Lions. 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
To the air on 1st down. Here's Goff. Connects on the crosser. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Here's a nickel look by the Seahawks. 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. A quick slant. Here's Laporta. Good job defensively here to contain the pass. This is going to be 4th down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Escapes the pocket. He's got it. That's going to be a 1st and more. And Goff finds the field on a slide after finding enough for the first.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Connects on one to Jameson Williams. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that gives the Lions the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down.
1st down.
Throwing is gone. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Coming right is Gibbs. Give him 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation. The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4.
Here we go.
They'll go for it. Goff. Looking for an open man. He's got it to his running back. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. They hit him for 5 yards on 4th down and get the successful conversion.
Detroit Lions.
They'll toss it to Gibbs. He's going to pay off this first down run with a nice pickup of 9.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
180!
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Has it down close. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. And after this play, there's a Lion out there who got the worst of it. He's in some discomfort as they head out to check on him.
Value 3.
4 downs to
value
get this
3.
across. Here's 1st and goal. Shotgun snap here to Goff. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit, Kate. You get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
From the gun, Goff. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now it'll be 3rd and goal. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup. Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
Yeah, so a bit stubborn there, Brock. They just kept throwing for it after pass fell incomplete. Now they've got 4th and goal.
Yeah, and you and I both know what's going to happen when these O-linemen run off the sidelines, big fellas.
He will not escape the rush on 4th and goal. That's a sack. This is going to be a turnover on downs.
I'm going to guess a little deal was cut there by these pass rushers in the huddle. You guys in the secondary, just buy us a little time. We don't need perfect cover. Just tighten things up so we can get home, and boy, did they ever in a big moment.
The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. Well, Brock, it only took them 1 play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out. First call here coming from the shotgun. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, start.
Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Looking downfield, snagged by Arroyo. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. It's a gain of 29 yards. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Here we go, start.
Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Buying some time right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's second down.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack.
Outside. Outside.
Here's Darnold. He's throwing deep to the left side. That's grabbed inside the 30. It's a huge pickup on the play. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
So many times, Kate, when I see these receiver screens, I think punt return. It's like a punt return. On punt return, it's all about those blocks. The returner's got to catch it, and he's got to feel those blockers in front of him. It's no different on a big play like this with the wide receiver screen.
They'll come up on 1st and 10.
Outside. Outside.
Now Darnold off the play action. He's going to try another deep one here. And he'll score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks pull that in front further. 13 zip. Cooper Kupp, the touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Myers to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Seahawks drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Lions offense returning to the field. They took their shot on 4th and goal, came away empty-handed, so a lot to like, Brock, but just need to find a way to punch it in this time. Starting out trips right here, 1st and 10.
What? 80.
Goff to the air now. Hits him on the in route. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. This is Gibbs on 2nd down. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Out of the shotgun, Goff. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. Begins his return at the 16. Escapes the defender. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. The Seahawks still ready for another drive on offense as Jackson, Smith, and Jigba heads out. And they have made it no secret that they want to go his way in this game, right? And the results so far, I'd say very promising. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That's good. Seahawks. First and 10.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Here we go, set.
Going on first. Here's Darnold. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and we'll see what they do here on second down. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on.
Bails out of the pocket quick. That's his target. That's Torrey Horton. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Oh, he makes the catch. Impressive grab, but he should have let it go. They're going to lose yards. Now after that snap, there's an injured Lion still out there. We'll get a stoppage here as they go out to look at him. Fourth down punt from the Seahawks, and that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. Fair catch called for and brought in at the 11. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. And coming off 3 and out, Brock, they really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Goff setting the throw. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down.
That's good. More on Lions.
Enough to Gibbs from the gun. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
All right, here we go. Second down.
What? What's that? 120!
Throwing from the gun here. Dumped off to his running back. This one's going to wind up less than a yard from that first down marker, Brock. Play gets it up to the 43. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Third down, 1 yard to go. Setting him on the dive. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. Fourth down coming up.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard. It's Goff on fourth down. This is brought in by Laporta. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
First down, Detroit.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, Goff. Makes the catch. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
That's another Detroit Lions first down.
They put a receiver in motion right.
First down, Lions.
Goff tosses that quickly out wide. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Off play action, Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Third and long for him here. Pass caught by the rookie from Arkansas. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. How about that play, Brock? On third and 14, they find a way to convert.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
First down throw from Goff. Complete out to the right. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
St. Brown, the receiver, in motion right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the intended receiver. And now they need to get 4 on third down.
That's what I call complementary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Throwing again, it's Goff. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. When I sit and judge a defense, I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on third down.
On fourth down, Goff. That's complete to Sloan. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up for the first and goal.
That's good. For the Lions, first down. First and
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Offense in position now. It's first and goal. Receiver in motion going left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Quarterback of his renowns, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
So after the incomplete pass, here's second and goal. They're going to throw again. Goff. And he's not going to escape. The Seahawks brought the pressure, and they got him. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's third and goal.
Hey, look, beyond having to pick yourself off the ground over and over again, all of these sacks in this first quarter have led to so much disruption. Kate, what do offense look for, especially early? Get myself into rhythm. Get myself into a tempo. What do defenses want to do? Rep all of that, and that's exactly what this defense is doing.
Turbo, set.
On third and goal, Goff. Throwing the out route complete. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stuffed at the 2.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
He's not going to get there. Doesn't make the end zone. That's short. They're going to turn it over as 4th and goal fails. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Right hands with a walker run. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after a 2-yard gain. Tyler Williams, first-round rookie out of The Ohio State University. In there for the stop. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Running with Walker again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Here goes that.
To the air on 3rd and long. He's got Smith and Jigba for the catch. And they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
He finds Smith and Jigba right side. Tackle made right around the 26. And after this play, there's a Lion out there who got the worst of it. He's in some discomfort as they head out to check on him. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Hauled in by Arroyo on the right side. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Well, so far, they've got to be pretty happy with how he's been leading their offense. It has been a great start.
And I'd hesitate to say it's only going to get better, especially if they really decide to keep running this offense through that quarterback's arm.
And again, it's Darnold. And down he goes. The Lions rush gets home. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of 3rd down.
Okay, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number one, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our 1st quarter. Our score, 14-0. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. About set for the 2nd quarter. Seahawks football here. And on 4th down, they're about ready to punt. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. And they're going to try to break through this defense and put some points up. They're down 14-zip. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. They go play action with Goff. That's caught by Montgomery. And all he can do is get back to the line on that effort, so no gain on 1st down. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. Seahawks swarming him, and down he goes. And that pushes him back, 3rd down coming up.
6 yards. It's third down. Third and 15.
From the gun, Goff. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
Another 3 and out.
Jack Fox on to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Takes this in at the 25. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. The Seahawks ready for another drive on offense as Jackson, Smith, and Jigba heads out. And unless the coverage adjusts to slow him down, Brock, he's going to be busy and a productive target for them throughout the rest of this contest. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. First and 10. Darnold. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10. Darnold looking to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Chased out to his right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
Seahawks bringing out the punt team. Deep for the Lions, Khalif Raymond. The offense headed out now for Detroit. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. All right, Lions just about ready. First and 10. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
It's second down.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Throwing is Goff. Jump off caught by his back. He found a soft spot, crosses the 25. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. Third and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the first.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
We call that one a gain of, let's say, 2 yards at second down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Forced out to his right. Breaks across midfield, hits the opposing territory. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that gives the Lions the first.
Lions, first down. First and 10.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
On first down, they'll run with Montgomery. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
4 yards. That's another Detroit Lions first
I think it's so easy for us up here in the booth or sitting on the couch watching at home wondering, why? How do those guys fall for that misdirection? But on the field, that play happens so fast, and the execution so high for that offense to get a big-time run.
We're working a couple of yards past the line. Boye Mafe bringing that play to a halt. Now we'll see the medical team head out. The Seahawks have an injured player. He's in some obvious pain there. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Goff back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
Loss of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
Goff to the air now. Throwing to the back of the end zone. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Lions start to fight back for their first points of this game.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. Bringing pressure, and it's blocked!
You just never know what could be the play at the end of the game that we look back on and say, you know what? That was the play that decided it all. It seems small now. It's just a little old point, right? But if this one stays close to the end, keep an eye on that block because that single point could loom very, very large.
Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. They've got 1st down from the 31.
Go side. Right side.
They give up the gut to Walker. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's good for a Seahawks. 1st down.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
All on the 45, 1st and 10.
We go side. Right side.
Throwing here, Darnold. He's got the hook on to Arroyo. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 5 still to go here. This is 2nd down.
And 5 at the 50-yard line.
We go side. Right side.
To throw, here's Darnold. Cup on the catch. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
42-yard line.
We go side. Right side.
Here's Darnold. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, he found the route he wanted pretty quickly, Brock, but maybe, I don't know, he telegraphed who he wanted a little too much because that defender sure got there just as the ball arrived to force it loose.
Yeah, this is one of those tough moments as an analyst, right? Because you're right, offensively didn't get the job done, but I'm going to give a gold star to the defense. Anytime you make contact and you disrupt that pass, that's a job well done defensively.
To number 11, Jackson Smith and Jigba. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4 coming up now.
Side. Let him go, let him go, let him go, let him go. Side.
From the gun, Darnold. This is Cup. That's Cup. He's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
Seahawks, first down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Those routes across the field become oh so dangerous the longer that play progresses. It gives him more time to get free, wiggle away from that man-to-man coverage. With enough time, it's almost inevitable. He'll find enough space for a completion.
All set now. First and 10.
Set. Set.
Working inside the red zone. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And it's going to be second down.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a third one's coming at some point.
On second and 10 now, Darnold. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
Throwing is Darnold on third down. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up. Jason Myers now going to try to knock this through for the Seahawks. A very short kick here from the right hash. Myers' kick is good. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
That's the type of long, sustained drive to take some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And the touchdown's got to keep coming for them as they still trail here. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Gives to Montgomery to start the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. They'll run again with Montgomery. Nice cut back to the right sideline. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be second and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. Staying on the ground with Montgomery. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up third down. So we have to pause here. Team officials saw what we did. We've got a Seahawk that is injured out there. They're going to tend to him now. Chance to move the chains here on third and 4.
Yeah, 180.
Here's Goff. He's got it. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that gives the Lions the first.
First down. A gain of 15. First down, Lions.
sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
This is Montgomery running right. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Goff. Dumps it off to his running back. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up in a loss of yards. This offense looking to converge as they come up on third down.
180.
Third and long for him here. Got a man. This is Reynolds. He will go. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions making a one-score game in the first half. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, it's such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. That's well done.
Bates now for the point after. And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go.
The score, Seahawks 17, Lions 13.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. The Seahawks offense taking the field now. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. First and 10 now from the 30.
Go set. Set.
Now an inside give to Walker. Good rip on first down. That brings up second and 2.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
This is Walker on second. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and AT for attack, exactly what he just did.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's good for the Seahawks. First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
This one's cut. It's cut near the sideline. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, and there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
A throw left side, caught by Smith and Jigba. While that play was going on, we see that one of their teammates shaken up on the play. Not quite sure what happened, but they're out there to tend to it. Markers reset, ball at the 37. First and 10, Darnold. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Second and 10, Darnold. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down.
Jason Myers for the Seahawks field goal.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Lions and running back David Montgomery getting back to work. They find themselves trailing 20-13 after that score. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. On the ground here with Montgomery. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
Okay, to run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
Play action here with Goff. Pass dumped off to Montgomery. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
180!
They go play action with Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. That's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I've got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
Come on!
Throw here, 3rd down. Throw left side, complete. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
You know, I like the completions. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely. That'll be a touchback. The Seahawks offense running out now. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. To the ground with Walker. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Good point, good point. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Has him on a quick hitter. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
You get to that money down, that 3rd down, you look to your money players, and this tight end is capable of it. Let's give some credit to the defense right there. Did an amazing job, not only sticking to him, but bringing him down before he can move the chains.
Michael Dixon on the punt. And he's been getting all of it every time out. Fair catch made here at the 30-yard line. The Lions and running back David Montgomery getting back to work. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. First and 10 now from the 30. Now Goff. And he's not going to escape. The Seahawks brought the pressure, and they got him. Now this is the dreaded sight anytime there's a sack. He's hurting after taking that hit, and they're going to get out there to check on him. Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Here's the backup. First throw. They're on him again, and he goes down again. It's a repeat of the last play. That's going to bring them to 3rd down.
Got to get some protection up front here, Kate. He is already in the game because they knocked out the starter, and trust me, you don't want to get to the emergency quarterback.
Completed over the middle. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is. Is that QB and tight end? They got that ball out in a hurry.
The Lions readying for the punt. Takes it in at the 26. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Seahawk offense ready to get going once again. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Ball at the 33 for first down. Handoff running left, Walker. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. They get 22 on that one. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're first to 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. First down, and they go right back to it. And he gets him 1 as we come up to the 2-minute warning. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Taking a chance to the end zone. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. They just can't finish the play.
He was defended by Kirby Joseph.
Air it out on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Darnold now to throw. He's got it near the 10. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. And again, it's Darnold. He rolls to his right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
At the 10-yard line.
Here goes, set.
From the gun, Darnold vacates quickly left side. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their third. This needs to find the end zone, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Set. Set.
Here's Darnold. And he'll score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks grow their lead just before halftime. Jackson Smith-Njigba with a touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Myers to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks double their lead to 14. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Lions, down running back David Montgomery, getting back to work. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Goff back to throw. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Like 20.
First down throw from Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. Out of the shotgun. Goff. Throwing the out route complete. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Goff on 3rd. He's got it. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. It'll be another punt. Jack Fox out there once again. The Seahawks are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And it looks likely they'll carry a 2-score advantage into that locker room. Only half a minute to go in our half. Let's see how they begin the drive.
Set. Set.
They'll take it out wide to run this clock out. By man, he's in the clear. Still has some space inside the 35. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks get 4 points to end a lopsided first half. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown.
You saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run, but you know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen. And they just get to celebrate. They love an explosive play like that. Doesn't mean a long extended drive, just a whole bunch of celebration.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks stretch their lead to 21.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half.
180.
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. Tight end going in motion here. They're just going to play it safe, sticking with the ground game, it looks like. This one isn't looking much better, Brock. He's handed another loss. That's 2 in a row. They've got third down now coming up. So a one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Lions, down running back David Montgomery, getting back to work. In that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace, but they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this third quarter. First call here coming from the shotgun.
180.
He's down on the ground with Gibbs. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Looking to throw. Goff. Screen here for Gibbs. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
From the gun, Goff finds him over the middle. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the first down.
Punt team on the field. And this effort's going to give them an even half dozen tonight. He fields it cleanly. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. The Seahawks start headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, side.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Down Darnold off the play action. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. Give him 30 yards on that one. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Play fake, Darnold. And the Lions are there to bring him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
Well, it is second down, Brock, and they've got a full 24 yards to go here after that sack. Off the play fake, he'll throw. And they get to him again! And hopefully they'll have some better blocking on the next play because that was not good. Brings up third down.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bill. All up on TV, I thought it made me richer. Wasn't paying me enough, I needed something quicker.
This is a tough spot to be in. It's third and very long. Third and long for him here. Darnold hit and he fumbles it. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
Well, you can just see the QB scanning, can't you? He's moving, he's looking downfield, but everything covered up on the back end. That second and third level defenders did their job, and what did it do? Well, free that pass rush up to strip the ball away from the QB.
The Lions getting ready to return to the field. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's first and 10.
180!
They're going to throw now, following the turnover. From the pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play of this drive, might already be in trouble. It's going to push him back for second down.
Hey, Kate, it's time to add some players and some names and a team to the all-time record list. It used to read 12 when it comes to sacks, accomplished 5 times. But you know what we just witnessed? We just witnessed the 13th sack of this game in NFL history. This group has lived behind the other side of the line all game long, and now they will live in the record books right now.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So now it's going to be third and long.
We go tonight! 180!
Up to the air now. Racing down the left side. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
You know, on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
Bates' kick is up and good. And it gets a fraction closer as it leads down to 18.
kind of a weird feeling, right? You know that you capitalized on the turnover and you technically scored points, but when you look up at that scoreboard, you had to do more with that takeaway.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Starting from the 5. He brushed him off with ease. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Seahawks and Sam Darnold heading out for their next shot on offense. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. And down he goes. The Lions rush gets home. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been doing it all, not just with the takeaways, but the pressure and what that does and how hard it is to play the quarterback position when you're taking a beating like this.
Here we go, son.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
3rd and long. Here's Darnold. Finds him on the crossing route. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. This is the type of performance a former quarterback, just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game, even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down. None of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing them.
1st and 10 from the 41.
Go, son.
We'll go play action. Hauled in by Oil on the right side. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Now we'll see the medical team head out. The Seahawks have an injured player. He's in some obvious pain there. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Here we go, shot.
Here's the backup. First throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Amik Robertson takes it away. And the Lions will take over along the midfield stripe after the interception and return. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and 2 very different tones and tenors on these 2 sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
New set of downs for him from the 46. They send St. Brown in motion left. On 1st down, it's Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. A nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the 1st play.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Now midfield after that loss. Here's 2nd and long. Goff setting to throw. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. throws to the ground out left, incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
We'll get it at the 9. Who dodged the tackle. He gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. So we have to pause here. Team officials saw what we did. We've got a Seahawk that is injured out there. They're going to tend to him now. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Rough start to this set of downs. Now 14 to go on 2nd. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Headed out right. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Brian Branch has it. And the Lions take over at the start of the red zone. He's tackled right at the 20.
That's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
The Lions offense returning to the field. And that interception has set them up beautifully inside the red zone. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Looking for the pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now after the run, we see he's visibly shaken up. Team medical staffers headed over to take a look. Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18. Looking from the gun, it's Allen. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
First and goal. Here's Gibbs. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job.
And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Lions parlay the interception into points. David Montgomery with the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions make it an 11-point ball game.
Lions 23.
has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. That last touchdown given up cut their lead to 2 scores as they get started here. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Drive begins with a Walker run. Breaks a tackle, he's still going. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8, 2nd down.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure a nice little run to set the table.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
Ready?
Running with Walker again. And that short gain is enough for a new set it down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk. It's 2nd down. Now after that snap, there's an injured Lion still out there. We'll get a stoppage here as they go out to look at him. First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
Let's go.
Staying with Walker. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
There wasn't a lot there for him, but he did what he needed to do. Go get that 1st down. Picked up the short gain, didn't risk a big loss. Looking for a bigger lane elsewhere.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Here we go, set.
Here's Luck to the air. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, you get more interceptions.
He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference.
Let's go now.
Lock looking to throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Kirby Joseph picks it. And the Lions get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
Well, we're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to it. A return like that, think about it, that's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
The Lions and running back David Montgomery getting back to work. And they're set up well inside of enemy territory, and they've got a short field after that pick. They're set up at the 35 now. On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Like 20.
Now Goff. Seahawks swarming him, and down he goes. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back and run. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Let's see what they went with. Third down. They send the tight end in motion.
180.
Goff now, third and long. Completed over the middle. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Goff leading the offense back to the line. They're going for 2.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They want to run it across. And they get the 2-point conversion. He's in. The lead, only a field goal now. Critical 2-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A 3-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there. Get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
They've got first down from the 31. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's brought down after a short gain.
We saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Locked now. Rolling out to his left. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on third down.
Here we go, set.
Throw here, third down. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Lock to throw it. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Lock. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory.
Now, that's a situation. May have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunky yards, but still some work to do to get that first down.
To the line, here's 3rd and 3.
Shut up.
To throw, here's Lock. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So out now comes the punter. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this 3rd quarter. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Drive begins with Gibbs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Will this drive continue? Here comes third down.
180!
Third and long for him here. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
And it's 3 and out.
They're out now, ready to punt it. Jack Fox will kick it away. And he gets it away from his end zone. He takes this a little short of midfield. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. First and 10 from the 41.
Sack!
Throwing is locked. Pass is caught by Horton. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Go!
Here's Long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it'll be second down. Here's Walker running right. He has room past the 25. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
And the Seahawks, first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Ready?
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. So the offense trying to flex a little creativity on that first down, and the defense, well, they flex right back. No gain. Second down coming up.
One of the challenges when you run that jet sweep is you better secure that edge. I'm not seeing a great jet sweep in my life where you don't win the edge of the line of scrimmage. And that time, the defense got the job done.
Here we go, here we go!
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line.
Hey, I love the jet sweep as much as anybody, Kate. It could be super effective, but here's the deal. Once you send that receiver in motion, well, you're doomed. Because if they bring an edge pressure or there's a blitz, there's really no stopping it. Once that thing gets started, there's no audibling out of it.
On third down, Walker. Same guy, same results. He's bottled up for a second time, and that's going to bring him to fourth down. Now we'll see the medical team head out. The Seahawks have an injured player. He's in some obvious pain there. Jason Myers out there now to try and field goal for the Seahawks on fourth down. From 37 yards in the right half. Myers' kick is good. And that'll double their lead to 6.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
Seahawks now to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. They have been automatic scoring in this quarter, and yet another opportunity to do so here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Gibbs. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a 1st down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass, and they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making their running back feel the pain.
Headed in reverse so far. Time shifting to drive. Here's 2nd and 14. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Jump off caught by his back. And he drives it up to the 24. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. And they'll throw, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the hits just keep coming for them on this play, it seems. Elsewhere on the field, they've got a player hurt and in need of some attention. Their punter making his way out now. And he's going to have to hit this one from the edge of his own end zone. Somebody give this guy a break as he sends his 10th punt away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Seahawks offense taking the field now. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. They give up the gut to Walker. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Now an inside give to Walker. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards.
Robertson on the stop. Brought down back at the 36-yard line.
We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's the Seahawks with it, currently with a not quite so comfortable lead. Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line, 3rd down.
Shut up!
On the carry, it's Walker. And what a great run, but they are cruelly denied that first. It's going to be 4th and short.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
They'll send out the punting unit. And this will mark his 5th kick of the night. And this one hits first to the 3 before continuing on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. They'll go right side with Gibbs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Goff to the air now. Big game continuing for Laporta. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down. On now comes their punter. And he's only a handful of yards from his own goal line. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Seahawks and Sam Darnold heading out for their next shot on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Running is Walker. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Back to throw now. Has him on a quick hitter. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That's good for a Seahawks 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. We'll look to throw. And the Lions are there to bring him down. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
It's double-edged sword. I totally understand. These quarterbacks today are so athletic, and they love to keep plays alive, but it can turn smaller losses into much bigger setbacks like we see yet again.
In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up 2nd down and 21.
Let's go.
He's dropping back to throw. Fits it through the middle. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Here we go, shot.
Looking to throw here. Complete, it's Horton. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 26.
Here's a throw. And then the hands of his running back, Walker. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
No, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
From the red zone on 1st. In the hands of Horton, complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks go up by 12 in the 4th. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3- or 4-point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you can throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
The Seahawks offense, look at this. They aren't leaving the field, lining up and going for 2.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Keeping it on the ground. And he's into the end zone for 2. That sets him up with a 14-point lead.
Every once in a while, we don't have to confuse this game. Simply beat the man in front of you. Carry the ball over the line. Rushing football at its finest.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The offense headed out now for Detroit. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be at sky high right now.
Ready up.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a counter give to Gibbs. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down. In the tight end now. 3rd and long, it's Allen. Short pass brought in. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line. And after this play, there's a Lion out there who got the worst of it. He's in some discomfort as they head out to check on him. Punting unit out now. And they could really use a good one here. He has it at the 33. The Seahawks offense running out now. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. Locke looking to throw. He runs it up to midfield. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's a pickup of 11. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
On the move, headed right. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. So second down coming up.
I love the mobility here. Starts great, escapes the pressure, get out of harm's way. You just wish if you're the offense here, you could have found a completion to keep in rhythm.
Hits him on the out route. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Let's go.
Back to throw on third down. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
Here's Lock to the air. Throw left side, complete. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
Seahawks, first down.
Go!
First down.
Throwing it again here. Escapes the pocket. Throw takes him to the sideline, but he gets both feet in with the catch.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Escapes out to the left. It is caught left side. And it's close, but he's not going to score. Out of bounds right at the goal line, Brock. It's going to be first and goal.
15 yards. That's good for a Seahawks first down.
Back now, pressure coming. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it's step one towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up.
This is one of those moments that I am just at a loss for words. We just saw a record-tying 12th sack in this ball game. And it really is on two sides of it. On one side of it offensively, well, this has been impossible to block these guys. But, Kate, I have got to celebrate what we're seeing defensively. Just the sixth team in the history of this game to notch 12 sacks in one ball game.
The loss sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's second and goal.
Here we go. Here we go.
Lock to throw it. Dumps it off to his running back. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into third and goal.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal.
Let's go now.
Third and long for him here. And it's incomplete on third and goal. The intended target was his running back. So now they're left with fourth and goal. A familiar sight in this contest, Brock. He's out there again for another field goal try. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Myers' kick is good. And that makes this a 3-score game.
I think you can call this one now, Kate. His field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
Allen now on first down. And he's not going to escape. The Seahawks brought the pressure, and they got him. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys. I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
That's caught by Montgomery. And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. To the air on 3rd and long. Seahawks swarming him, and down he goes. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the send. I can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. To the right and hauled in by Laporta. He won't make the marker. They rally to him in time. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
The Seahawks are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. Locked down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field in more than a second or two.
And they pick him off again! Terry on Arnold has it. And the Lions take over once again after forcing his 4th interception of the night.
4 picks, 1 game, yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
The Lions get ready to return to the field. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Ball at the 33 for first down. Here's Allen. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. On first down, Allen. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one, where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Finds Laporta. And this one does not go far.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. They'll go. Allen. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. one of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
The Seahawks offense ready to get going once again. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Ready, ready!
Not deterred by that kick. He's throwing again. Chased out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. And he's brought down at the line.
You know, sometimes, Kate, that pocket could be a lonely place. You're searching and searching for an escape valve, and there's none to be had. That time, nowhere to go, and he was lucky to get back to the line before the defense swarmed him.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Lock. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Jump off, caught by his back. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Seahawks bring it out the punt team. Michael Dixon will kick it away. And not his best punt here. He drives it several yards into the end zone. That's going to lead to a touchback. The Lions offense returning to the field. And they're very fortunate the turnover on downs and short field did not lead to points. They can thank their defense by putting a scoring drive together right now.
Okay, ready?
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10.
Let's go!
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And goes to the hurry up here.
A loss of 5 yards. It's 2nd down.
Putting the tight end in motion. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams would call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Here we go, here we go!
3rd and long, it's Allen. Big strike here to Williams. He's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Lions first down.
Running back sent in motion.
23 yards.
First down throw for Allen.
First down.
Into traffic. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
This really should be the last place and the last down you expect to fumble on. There's still 2, 3, maybe more to work with. Just take care of the ball. Go down when you're hit and set up for 2nd down.
The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And they don't need anything out of this drive right now, Brock. That lead's already been built as we look to the scoreboard, but like architects, they might want to see just how... So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Now set up the screen to Montgomery. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Detroit Lions first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On first down, they'll run with Montgomery. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. Working quickly here.
He was taken down by Boye Mafe. A gain of 4.
Running on second with Montgomery. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So Brock, that means third down coming up.
Brought down by Ernest Jones.
Third and long. They're going to throw. And he's not going to escape. The Seahawks brought the pressure, and they got him. Offense up to the line fast.
Fourth down.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on down.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Seattle all set to go here on offense. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. First and 10. Here's Luck to the air. This one's caught. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Seahawks will have a first down. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Seahawks, well, they could probably just run away and hide. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing is Luck. That's low and bounces short of his man. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they face second down.
Man, look at the big fellas working their tails off up front. That offensive line gave the QB ample time. Unfortunately, just no completion to be found down the field.
Go!
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Forced out to his right. Brought in right side. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line.
That's good.
They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. But you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
They're going to pass it here. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. And as they keep going to him, he's now crossed 200 yards in what's become one of the most productive games he's had so far in his career. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football. They drop their chance to get off the field. So let's see if this offense can make them pay. Third down. To throw. Here's Locke. Flushed out of the pocket. And in the hands of his running back, Walker. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. The lead looks safe, but the Penals staying down. They're going for this. Locke to throw it. Rolling left, buying some time. He's running for it. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Trust. Kate, it is such a big part of playing the quarterback position. Yeah, you got to trust you can make the right reads in the passing game, but sometimes these little runs that just get that first down, it gains further equity, further trust with your play caller, and most importantly, gives you a first down for the offense.
He made it 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
This is Walker on second. And he will not get the first, but oh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. Third down. The timeout arrives with just 3 seconds remaining in this game, so we've got one more snap coming up. Setting up for the kneel down on third. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here. So several thousand 12th men and women cheering as the Seahawks win at home. And Brock, we all know home field advantage could do wonders to bridge the gap between the uber-talented teams and the lesser-regarded groups in this league. They were the latter this week, but in the friendly confines with the crowd at their back, they were the team who looked superior in this one. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. The Seahawks winners as we say so long from Seattle.